Meh. It's meh. Now before you put me in a pitchfork and twist my twist my hair around telling me, "Oh, why didn't you like it? It's the best thing since Swiss cheese." Um, I saw it. I didn't really like it, but I don't really hate it either. It's its own thing. Uh, I'll talk about it. First of all, I'll just say the animation's pretty good. CGI, sometimes a little bit hit or miss, but I do like it. The anime, the animation's good. But yeah, the animation was pretty good. Now that I think about it, that's pretty much the only praise I'll give it from here on out. More praise than the original anime. Not really a fair comparison, but that's pretty much all I can go to. I think this was the same people that made Castlevania, so that's why the animation's so good. The animation there was really good. But yeah, let's talk about the characters. And the first one, I just want to get. By the way, this is by no means a professional review. I'm just spitting out whatever my opinions. But yeah, characters. Dante, he's a little bit of everything. Honestly, he acts. It's so hard to get Nero out of your head when you hear him, because it's the same voice actor. I don't hate Johnny Long Bosch. I think he's an amazing actor, but problem is he's Nero, and it's really hard not to see him as that. He does sometimes really do the role really well, Dante. I just think they maybe should have hired somebody different. Not that he's bad, do not get it twisted, but it's because, you know, all I hear is Nero. And, they're two different characters. It's really hard to hear otherwise. But Dante's personality, it's a hit or miss. Sometimes he's incompetent, other times he's like fully competent. Like in the diner scene, he pulls a quicksilver, and then other scenes he's getting like shot in the leg 3 times. I don't know. Pick or choose which Dante you want. Give me a second. Pick or choose. My door was open. Yeah, Lady, probably one of the worst characters in the whole show. She was written by Vizzy Pop. If you haven't heard that joke already, all she does is curse. She's all like, "F you, F you, F you, and F you, and F you, and maybe F myself." Because, that's a really compelling character when all they do is curse. She had her moments, but like, oh man, you don't need to curse. What that one Mark said when he was all like, cursing doesn't make you cool. That's how I feel about Lady. You don't need a curse. We get it. You're tough. It was unneeded. And that's another thing. The creator of the series, Ali, I think that's how you Ali Shakur, I believe. Don't get me wrong. He helped with Castlevania, or he made it, I believe. I love Castlevania. It was really good. But oh man, he's treating Devil May Cry like it's his baby, like he's the one that made it. And this is not Devil May Cry. This is like a spin-off. If you treated it more like a spin-off, like its own thing, then I wouldn't mind. But the dude's literally dressing as Dante. It's right there in the WWE thing when you see him cosplay. It's like the creator of DMC. Hell no, you're not. That's for damn sure. You're the creator of the Devil May Cry anime Netflix one. It says Netflix Devil May Cry, but like, I know they don't know any better. You really need to know the history of Devil May Cry, but you know, saying he's the creator and all that kind of ticks me off a little bit, just because the series is really hit or miss sometimes, especially. There's a little bit of spoilers. I'll get into a spoiler real quick. At the end of the series, when the Americans invade the demon realm, and it's playing like this badass American song while they're fucking destroying all the demons, killing them all. I don't know, like I've been hearing the whole religion thing and the agenda and all that America bad, the guys that believe in God are always evil, and that's always a stereotype in these kind of games and animes. Like in DMC4, there was literally these priests that were pretending to be priests. They held the demon Sparta, but they were obviously evil at the end. They're made to look like priests, but they're actually, they are evil. They're more evil than you would realize. But yeah, it's not like it's an original trope. It's not like this anime, was doing that first. I just think the way he handled it was a little bit, eh. The whole, oh, I love God. God is great, and the guy that's saying that is evil, obviously. Season 2, he'll probably be the main villain. Kevin Conroy, rest in peace. Um, but yeah, I don't really like how obvious some things are. White Rabbit, I love his voice. He's actually Splinter from the TMT 2004 free animated show, which I loved. It was one of my childhood favorites. He was really entertaining. I don't like what they did with his character at the end, but yeah, he was entertaining to watch. I'll talk about the story, references. I mean, I get it. This. I don't like how the whole anime is like references to every single DMC out there. The DMC5, DMC4, DMC3. There's an enemy from DMC4, and then there's enemies from DMC3, and then there's references to DMC5, and it kind of just feels like, oh, did you see that? You know that, right? You love reference. You love that reference. Dante playing Dance Dance Revolution with Devil Trigger in the background. Pull my devil trigger, But yeah, I like the references. Don't get me wrong, but it feels so forced down your throat. Like, oh yeah, you love that reference and all that. I kind of just wish they did their own thing. Don't force it down our throats. We get it. We get the references, but yeah, especially one scene. There's two scenes actually. A little bit of a spoiler, but it's the only scenes that he gets. But Virgil, when he first comes in, he's like some shape-shifting baby. It's not actually him. Some weird demon goo baby thing. And it plays Bury the Light in the background, like a soft version. And it's like, oh hey, that's Virgil, but that's the song from DMC5, and this is based off DMC Virgil. So like, I get it that the song's really popular, but like, why is it even playing? It feels like eye candy, like, oh my god, it's Virgil. Oh look, it's Bury the Light. You love that stuff. I don't know. And then they do it again in like the last episode when the real Virgil is there. He saves like these demons held captive, and he's a soldier of Mundus, which I really hope I'm not gonna like fire on him, the writers, for that, because hopefully there's like a plot twist where he's like controlled like he is in the games, but right there it seems like he's fully not controlled. And if you know the whole history of Mundus and all that, you know that he would probably hate being under his control. So like, weird take. And I don't like how his whole dialogue is basically, the storm is approaching and I am that storm of storms. Watch out for that storm. Did you storm yet? Like, I get it. Bury the Light is very, very popular, but that's not Virgil's whole character, The song's great, but it's not his whole character. When you're just gonna play that every single time and then make references to it and all that, I feel like you're kind of stretching it down, your eye candy, like waving it in my face, like, ooh, Bury the Light and Virgil. I don't know. I don't like that. I get it. It's very popular, but I just don't like that. But yeah, overall, I would say it's an okay watch if you're. I've been seeing two sides of the war, you could say. of it going on. One side is mostly people that haven't played the games and are all like, "This is the best thing since Swiss cheese. Wow, this show is amazing. I love this show. I can't wait for season 2." And then there's the other side that's all like, "Well, the creator kind of sucks. He's a pretentious doo doo. He's doo doo. The show that isn't really faithful, and it's just eye candy and all that." And it doesn't have to be faithful. It can be its own thing. But when you're pretending like it's sort of faithful to the show, I mean games and all that, that's when it's like, gotta pick or choose. Is it its own thing? Is it wants to be its own, based off its own universe? Because there's like Resident Evil in this universe, apparently. Funny references and all that. But yeah, it's an okay watch. I don't really care either way. It was just a show. I'm a DMC fan, but I'm not gonna be all like, "Damn you, Ali Shakur, for ruining my franchise, you poo poo head." Nah, it's an okay watch. It's not the best, that's for sure. But if you can get over all that, then I think you'll enjoy yourself watching if you haven't already. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. It's a decent watch. That's about it. Lads and gents, take care.